Like, I get more people come in than I expect. I really don't expect anybody to come in.
I usually get the same number no matter how many
I've been
subscribers I
getting
go up.
decent views, whenever I stream. It seems like people want me to. I just never in the mood, and I feel bad. Like
No,
people
I
seem to
understand that 100%.
enjoy hanging out in the stream, and that's cool. I just got to find the right game for it. Let some people get in. I imagine you're the guy in here.
No, that's not me yet.
It's probably myself. It started the stream, so I'm just waiting to see if you come in. And others.
I gotcha.
You're here. Yeah, it's got like Ichabod Crane type looking animation. Like that dude just reminds me of Ichabod Crane back in that Disney movie.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it definitely looks kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's a cool game. I mean, I started playing it. It's interesting to say the least. It's a investigation type game. But I'll start it in a minute. I'll restart the whole thing because I started playing it at work because it was a free. It comes in episodes like Telltale games, so you get
Gotcha,
five
that's cool.
five chapters, and the first chapter was free, and the other chapters were on sale. So I kind of researched it, and it got okay reviews, and I played the first chapter to see if it was something I was into, and I kind of was. Like I made it to the mansion, which you'll see, and then it was like some choices, and I'm like, I'll wait to stream it. So now I'm gonna do it.
Nice. We'll check this out. This looks cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna get set and see if some more people come in. If they do, great. If they don't, I'm gonna get this thing rolling. I'm gonna give it to 105 my time. It's 102 now. All right, couple minutes, man. We'll get this rolling. Yeah, it's interesting. It was on sale for. By the time I got the episodes, it was like $8. I think they were on sale for $1.99 or something. From
That's
like
not bad.
$8. Nah, nah. Like I said, the first episode was free, so all right, let's get this rolling. Nah. want to do save game. Got my schnoz sliced open when I played, but I wanna start from the beginning.
Did you get very far on this before you restarted it?
Not really, you know. Okay. I don't want to continue. Alright. Because the beginning was kind of cool. I should go with, alright, okay, I gotta hold. We'll go prologue. See if that's the beginning of this game. I know what the prologue is, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
I do.
I got a whole bottle of Fireball whiskey sitting next to me too. That could be bad.
It could be good too. You never know.
Yeah. Could be a real dangerous.
Well, if you don't have to work tomorrow, then it's good. If you have to work tomorrow, then be like, yeah, don't touch that.
As far as I know, I don't. And I'm not gonna. That's why I asked tonight. I'm like, if you want me to come in, I'll come in. If not,
you know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound.
should I make the same choices?
No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
Don't want to ruin his great face with a big scar.
Society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body. If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive. You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother.
Definitely looks like
There
a
are
boy.
more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden
I don't know why that main
Don't
character
wash it.
reminds me of
You
Constantine.
can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know
Yeah,
you're
but his
planning on
mom's
selling
pretty
one of Lord
sexy. She's
Mortimer's
got a nice
parties.
schnozzoli too.
All right? Just
I love
tell
that
the
nose
buyers
too,
to
man.
make a
That
deal.
beak of a nose.
You've
Yeah,
no
catch
idea of the
fish
trouble
with that
you've gotten
thing.
yourselves into.
Dude could poke your eyes out.
Oh, but you will
I was
tell me
just
where
thinking
it's
that.
hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son,
Louis?
didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you
Matter with
anything?
Lily.
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready.
He certainly has a jaw.
With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see.
I do like the art
Husband's
though.
tongues
It is
in
kind
no
of cool.
time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught
Mother.
me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Burchard! Von Burchard!
Should
Listen,
we let Mother take care of it, or should I
let's
take
make a
care of
deal.
it? Mommy!
I'll tell you where the book is.
I'd let mommy
But
do
I'm
it.
gonna go free.
Mom!
You look
What
like
do
you
you
let
think?
your mommy do it
He
kind of
does.
guy.
Want
He's
to play
such a
the
mama's
hero.
boy, isn't he?
Pity
He
you're
looks
not in
like
a
it.
position to do
But
so.
Mom! I
For the
could
last
just see
time.
it. Or Mother. Anybody
Where
calls them Mom, Mother.
Is Al-Azif.
Let me do this. Trust me.
Fine.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel,
Well,
Mother?
the first time I
Couldn't
went,
be
I got
better.
my nose sliced, so
He's
I guess I
alive,
gotta trust
so I
Mommy.
can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No. Even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And
This
don't
is kind of
forget
like a
to send
choose your
our
own
little
adventure,
pencil
isn't it?
on Orchard.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, it gets a little different. Like, I kind of got a little further. I didn't trust Mummy the first time. Chris Callie, how are you? Just in time. I'm just starting this one. Ugh. That's good to hear. What time is it
Well
there?
done, Mother.
Let me guess.
You just had to pick up Bob Burchard's trail on your own, didn't
2 in
you?
the afternoon.
You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And
Like
now
1
he
a.m.,
writes me
yeah.
to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island. The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age.
Do you have all the episodes
Well,
of this unlocked?
I'm
or-
sure
Oh, yeah,
I'll
I
find
bought
you
'em.
once again, slogging
Nice.
through the caves beneath the island, searching
started
for some
playing this
long-lost
one.
mystical object that you just
Oh,
can't live
Interval's
without.
in here with me. Chris
I'm already
Callie
hating
and
this
whoever
trip,
else is in
and
here.
all I've done is think
So
about
I'm
it.
talking to Interval.
To imagine it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
What should we do? Business or pleasure? We'll go with... Don't
Lord
wanna-
Mortimer asked me to join
don't
him.
wanna
We have
give
some
our
business
hand
to
yet.
take care of.
Pleasure, always.
Oh,
Oh.
how mysterious.
No.
You
Well, there
adapt
really
quickly,
was no
my son,
pleasure.
To get along here like a fish in water. Would you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal
What's up,
issues?
4 score?
You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway,
What,
consider yourself
6?
fortunate, young man.
No,
because there are
6,
many
not
who
sex.
dream
What's
of
up?
simply one day setting foot on this island. And only a
4
very
scores.
few ever make.
6-eyed snake on
Indeed.
PlayStation
I
4.
imagine this
Or
must be
3.
your
I've been
first
friends with
time
him
here.
for years. You're sub to 4 score. Alright, yeah, must be. Let's see what Duchess has to say.
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests.
How you
But
been
you
there,
are
4
right.
score?
This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
He caused
We're
me any
moving,
embarrassment,
Monsieur
but he
Richet,
certainly
if you would
caused
like
me
to
some
join us.
nightmares with that
I'm coming,
face.
Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Yeah, because your shoes are so great.
Are you alright?
It's not a tumor.
Mother? Oh shit, your hand.
Look at your face. Looks so good.
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah. No one's going to find it.
So
Are you absolutely sure?
I didn't
Yes,
get
I'm
much
sure.
further than here.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
She looks like the
is
female
point,
Freddy
my
Krueger.
dear.
Wow.
No one must ever put their hands on it again.
That was crazy.
I trusted you.
Wait for Freddy Claw to come out.
No, Sarah. Don't. No.
He's got
No.
the old time wig.
You
How
can
did she
run
do
if
that?
you want to, Sarah, but you will pay.
Hugh.
Louis, are you alright? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry.
How's
Sure,
everybody
yes.
doing today?
Fine.
Tonight, this morning, this afternoon, depending where you are.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
I could have swore the first time I played this there were things to find. Oh, there's something.
Definitely looks like an interesting game for sure.
Yeah, I could have swore I could have done some things over here. In the mailbox, I could swear I can check the
Yeah.
mail. But for some reason I can't now. I could swear the first time I played this game through, like I didn't play it through, but I played a little bit. There was a lot to find. And it's fine there isn't. I'd rather have less of it, but keep his nose open. That should be easy enough.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you,
Well, maybe
but we
it's
didn't
after
happen
this.
to run into
I
each
can
other.
Yes,
do
Duchess?
something.
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
What do we want to be? I'm gonna let you pick AIC.
Let me pick let's do
Occultist,
let's do diplomat.
Alright. How do I change it here? Science. Vigilance. How did I... Hold on. Alright, what did you say? Diplomat?
I was gonna say diplomat, but I don't know how any of this stuff works.
Oh, I don't know either. I didn't get much farther. I think when I played it, I picked detective. But I didn't... I think I got into the manor.
Gotcha.
Diplomat, we'll do it. Just for you, buddy. Alright. Alright, do I have to pick one of these? Let's see. Convince people with sheer force of your will. Yeah, I'm gonna tell them how it is. How about that? I'm picking that one. Alright, I thought I picked my class here. Kind of like that. Okay. So we're good? Alright, validate. Yeah, let's do it. I probably
Well,
could have looked at the
I've
other
devoted myself to
options,
the
but
interests
who
of France
knows?
to the best of my abilities. A few years ago, I had a brush with some of your fellow countrymen.
Counter-revolutionaries, I'd imagine.
Exactly. They got away. Thanks to a
She
little
certainly
diversion
has some
I
hair
came up
there.
with to keep the
That
sang-froid
is
away.
quite the hairdo.
Believe me, they came
Almost
close
got
to
a
adorning
Marge
the walls
Simpson
of
thing
the
going on.
catacombs of Paris.
She does.
So that young French diplomat was you. The mercy you
And what's
showed
that
the agents of the
Dragon
Queen
Ball
roused the
Z
admiration of the
character?
court. Few would have let them leave France alive.
Or something.
Duchess, I'm surprised that
fiery
anyone
looking
still
hair.
remembers.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please, call me Emily.
I never watched,
Fine,
never
Emily.
got into Dragon Ball
Tell
Z,
me.
never checked
Yeah,
that
I
one
was
out.
I
actually
never
helped on
did
that case
either.
by my mother.
My kid did.
You wouldn't know her
That's
by
the only
any
reason
chance.
I know, and I
Wait,
just
Louis.
can't think of his
We've
name.
already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Should we tell her yeah? Not at all, so lie to her? Or not at all, sorry?
I'd say not sorry.
So, yeah, lie to her?
How could I forget a woman such as yourself?
Women
Oh, man,
always
that's
know
your
when you're
call.
lying,
What a
though.
sweet talker you are.
Yeah, they do.
Remind
That
me
was a
of how we
bad
met?
choice. It's all your fault, man.
It is.
I blame you.
COVID's my fault.
Oh, it's
This
such
whole
a-
lockdown's my fault. Joke's on everybody.
Oh, at least I can
Oh,
divert her.
Emily, I am marked for life. I'm sure you leave your mark on every man who crosses your path.
Hard.
What year did this game come out in, do you know?
Rare blend of whimsical banality and
It's not that
cat-like
old, I don't
curiosity.
think. I don't
Veil
even
of
know,
mystery
honestly.
around you that only adds to your
It
charm
almost
and your
looks like
courage.
PS3
You would
graphics.
enchant any
Kind of
man.
like how
the way they-
Terminator does,
it's
you
the way
know?
they did it.
Lost me there.
It's as though you have
It
seven
was
women
definitely,
hidden
like,
inside you, Emily. I mustn't share
Not
my
that
true
long
feelings
ago.
about you.
I mean, they
if I ever
probably
dared,
like a year or two,
No,
because
dare
they had to
not,
drop all the
Louis. Better
chapters,
that
and they
way.
did it
You go
where you
and
bought
take
chapters.
a deep breath, and we'll forget all
Telltale
about
style.
Hey, hey, Emily, you've gone all
Yeah.
right. Are you blushing?
It. Right, time to go to the manor. I'm heading off. Don't get left behind.
I'm coming. I don't know where we're going like this. But you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart. Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Wish I could run here. There's got to be a way. There we go.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
I have an
Lord
appointment with Lord
Diplomat.
Mortimer. Would you be so kind as to lead me to him?
Are you dealing with
Oh,
secret
yes,
societies and shit?
I don't
Yeah,
know
that's what it
exactly where
seems
my
like,
master
which is kinda cool.
But rest assured, sir, everyone is waiting for you at the
But I'm a
manor.
diplomat.
Sir
I gotta
Holm
answer
insists on
questions, I'm
welcoming
sure,
you
a
in
certain
person.
way.
Oh yeah, that's
Since
right.
your mother went missing,
I'm not gonna sit there and
everyone has been
chit-chat with the
concerned
guy.
about finding her.
Who is Sir Holmes?
Like if I was a detective,
Close
I'd be
friend
snooping
of
around.
Lord Mortimer's. Please,
That's how I
rest
play it.
assured,
What's
sir,
up, Lone Wolf?
It won't take us long to find your revered mother. Indeed, we are
Appreciate you
searching the
being here.
quays again because lights were seen at the wharf just last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
I guess I got
Did
no
anyone
choice.
see anything else?
Unfortunately not, sir. Only lights were seen by servants of the manor, sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all. We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
That handkerchief belongs to me. Please hand it over now.
But, sir,
I'll speak directly to your master about it. It will be a very long conversation.
Of course, sir. Please, take it. On that
That's how it
note,
is.
I must leave you,
I ain't
sir.
asking.
There is still much to prepare in
I
order
know
to
I'm a
welcome
diplomat,
all
but
the
I'm not being
guests.
diplomatic with the help. It's now these high
It
societies
is
function.
indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is.
You haven't missed much though,
What
Lone
could you
Wolf.
be doing out here on this
Basically, his
wharf?
mother went missing. He had foreshadowed shooting a girl, and she's missing. She had one hand when he had the foreshadow. Let's see, what am I doing wrong? Okay, I can't go up the stairs yet. All right, I gotta find something.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time. Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
What's up, Morkley? Alright, tip the blackening. Yeah. Should we take the bar? We'll take
This
it.
might just come in handy. A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
Royal jelly. Great Poupon.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. A lantern. Nothing special.
Let's see what I can find here. Yeah, see, I knew I could
See
grab
what's hidden
something.
inside.
This is called the council. I just started. You saw one scene where him and his mom were working together. She went on a mission over here. he had a foreshadowing scene. He got to the island Hershey was missing, got here, had a foreshadowing. His big old schnoz bled, had a vision of his mom with her hand cut off and shooting some lady you met at the beginning of the game. Sure, we'll see her again soon. Alright. Examine one at a time.
Let's look.
Do we read them all? Examine some other ones. That'll be interesting. Yeah, let's check out a back.
I think you are gonna have to read them all.
Yeah,
Communicates with the whole
looks
world.
that way. That's fine.
This envelope is meant for the Vatican.
Until I find the right one, I'm sure.
This name sounds familiar. Prashi.
Sounds familiar, but the answer was doesn't ring a bell.
Can't seem to place it. Hôtel de Cluny, Rue de Mathurin, Paris. I guarantee this letter is for my mother. The address is a hideout for the Golden Order. If you write anyone over there, you have to watch out in case someone's reading your mail. But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois? Let's see what's inside this letter.
D'Auchois?
So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he is going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly,
I appreciate the
Sarah
support,
Faustine
man.
de Richet.
what is your game here, Mother?
Yeah, it was a good game.
Secrets. Always more secrets. You've never talked to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here.
I just don't play Friday the 13th a
Who is
lot,
this Samuel
so...
Ritter? And for crying out loud,
One
who is
game
this
was enough
Manuel
for me
Godoy
to get
that
my
you keep
ass
bringing
whooped.
up? Think. Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does the name sound so familiar? Ah, it's coming back to me. Godoy is the head of the Spanish government.
Alright, I'm seeing,
He's a
see
queen
those
like
things
King
on the
Charles
bottom left?
IV,
I'm
if
using
not
a
mistaken.
amount of them.
Rumor has it that he's very close to the queen. Too close.
So I gotta pick and choose
Much
where
too
I get
close.
used
But hey,
them, I'm sure.
that's none of my business. He has a reputation of being upright and proud.
Alright.
Very attached to the aristocracy.
Alright. So it just says who they are. I bet you the servant's somebody important. That's why he was wearing a mask. That was pretty being an asshole to the poor guy. Alright.
And close to Louis XVI. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
Yeah. Calls his mom mother. It's just awful.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Okay. Just can't do nothing with it though. Let's get in there. I can't look for clues. Alright.
Latin inscription. And nessis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Rampador, how are you? Alright, Latin's easy to translate, difficulty. I guess I could grab it, huh?
You don't know, my son,
Oh, I
how
shouldn't
little
have done
wisdom the world is governed with. I tend to agree.
Alright. Alright, so what about Lord Mortimer? Can I do anything about I can't. Yeah, alright. Alright. I had to click on it to go up the stairs. Not a fan of that kind of gameplay though.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
I planned this all out for you and Chris Callie, Rampadora. That's why I'm doing it so late, because it's, what, 2 o'clock? 3 o'clock for you? In the afternoon. Oh, you're out there too, Lone Wolf?
Impressive.
Oh,
Ah,
no, nice.
I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Alright, so we're a diplomat. We gotta make it diplomatic.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Certainly, Your
Diplomatic.
Eminence. Mother got here
Going
some
with
time
that.
ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow, then.
By the
love
way,
a
Your Eminence, I
Rampadora
wasn't
live
aware you
stream.
knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
We do a lot. Oh, look at that, huh?
Mother passed her passion for art to me. Ancient art. Very ancient.
Skills.
I didn't know your mother was an art lover.
Mainly pre-Christian objects, which are believed to have unique properties.
Well, how interesting. Now that you mention it, I can indeed imagine Sarah getting interested in that.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Tell you what, if you don't, I'm smacking that hat off the back of your head. Alright, I can't do.
Don't worry,
Diplomatic.
Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation. As her son, I will defend the de Richet's word with the same fervor.
Ah, I would expect nothing less.
Diplomatic.
Listen, child, if I give you the letter, can you
Man's got
promise
away
me
with
before
words.
God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Alright, let's be. Alright. Promise sucks, though.
Your Eminence, if there's one thing you can count on,
Succeed on.
it's the value of a promise
Sounds like a
made by a de
terrible
Richet.
answer, though.
Respecting our commitments has always been the pillar of our family, and nothing nor nobody will prevent that from happening. Since you know my mother, you should know that a de Richet always keeps their word. You can be sure of that.
Thank you, my son. It is most reassuring.
You're welcome, especially since I promised you nothing, my friend.
Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Ricci. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast.
Success.
Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Good guy. And I'm using the most unlikable character ever. Just want to beat him up. Terrible. Terrible. Such a bad person.
Yeah, pretty cringy looking characters for sure.
Well, no, his attitude just, oh my goodness. Mother. It doesn't change if you use a detective or anything, but I could see him being a spoiled, diplomatic person appointed by
Maybe
the
I
mother.
should introduce myself to the other guests first.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go say hello. Oh, I forgot I could run. How you guys doing? Hey!
I
Nice
thought
fire.
my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
That's a beautiful
Since
fire.
I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He
I'm
joins
gonna
us
need
straight from Rome.
pause in a second.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence.
I'll be right back after, though.
George Washington, President of
We got
the
George
United
here.
States of America.
Delighted
Holy
at last
shit,
to
I
make
didn't
your
know he'd be in
acquaintance,
this
Mr.
game.
President.
Pleased
like
to meet
it.
you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's
Video
keep it
game
simple.
barely looks like
please.
George
Let
Washington.
us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
nothing special. His Eminence had an envelope to give to my mother, initially.
Because your mother was supposed to join us.
That's right.
No
She arrived
no
a few weeks
attitude.
ago.
No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the
problem,
reason
man.
why we're here
They'll
this
support
time?
each other.
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Lord Mortimer asked me to drop everything and come find my mother, who seems to have disappeared during her stay here.
Ah.
I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be, sir. It's not your fault.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Alright. Oh. Okay. What am I doing wrong here? A what?
Good evening,
Okay.
my friends.
Fucked it all up with President Washington.
Oh, you screwed up that
I
opportunity.
fucked up my meeting with
Has delayed
the
our
first
host,
president
Lord
of the
Mortimer.
United
He
States.
can't be present this evening, and he
Although he's in the
sends his
secret
deepest
society, still was the
Asked
first
me here and He
president.
hasn't even turned up? Great start.
I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat. Very influential.
It's like quick decisions that
He's
I'm not
also
expecting.
close to Lord Mortimer.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised.
But that was
if
some
he acts
actions I
like
didn't
he's at
expect
home.
either.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to
It
make
is
too
kind of
much
crazy.
noise.
Oh my goodness.
One of Lord Mortimer's
What's
guests
wrong with your face?
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't
Looks
take
like
it the
Bram
wrong way,
Stoker's Dracula.
but I
Good
will
God.
be. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
Maybe he's the one who was wearing
If
the
you don't
mask.
mind, Gregory, I
don't
should like
blame
to
him.
keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home.
Oh my
With you,
goodness.
sir.
What
If I
the
stay
hell
with
is that?
Washington, we'll be able to speak about my
I'm
mother.
staying and listening
But
to
on the
Mr.
other hand,
Washington.
I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Oh, what do we do? You've been useless to Washington. I'm sorry,
my
bud.
vision is more important. Let's follow home.
Yeah, let's
I'll follow you, sir. Mr. Washington.
Nothing like
I hope to
following the
speak with
creepy
you
guy.
at greater length on another occasion. Emily, please excuse me, but I would like to speak to Sir Holm. I shall see you later.
Sorry, President.
My friend, I hope our dear Giovanni is well.
The troubles in France have fatigued him, but he will recover slowly. Do not fear. He apologizes for remaining in Rome.
I'm going to have to
Boy, it
pause
was
this
too
for a
much for
second.
him.
And right he was too. The mildness is the...
So I guess I'm going to entertain the chat. What's up, Rampadora girl? How you doing tonight? Markley, how you doing? That was fun playing Friday the 13th earlier tonight. Damn near killed Jason. We were so close to killing Jason. We'll have to play more games and get us all together again and do some more. I love Friday the 13th. I'm an expert at it. I was 150 on Xbox. On PlayStation, I'm only like level 40, but I've done everything there is to do in that game. Over and over and over again. You streamed a video killing of him? That's pretty cool.
Well, feel free to say anything there, Antivoy.
Yeah, I was
Keeping
entertaining
everybody
your chat while you were away.
Well, yeah, I
Keeping it
appreciate
going.
it. You feel free to talk to him. If I miss a question or something, man, at least I'll know it too. Saves me from having to look. Oh, what the hell?
No, doing your job for you.
Excuse me, sir.
I can't even pick the answers I need to. It goes so quick.
Sir Gregory
Failed. I've done like 3 fails in a row. Didn't expect it. I'm expecting it to be like easy questions like before, and then something fast will come up.
Charming if I hadn't come here for disturbing reasons.
Yes, I heard the news. What
Yeah, that's Bram Stoker Dracula right
I
there.
wanted to ask you.
Everybody knows your
Would you have
mom.
any
Come on.
information about the disappearance of my mother?
He still asks about his mom, though.
Your mother came at the invitation of Lord Mortimer. Then one fine day, we couldn't find her anywhere.
That's it?
As I said, I don't know very much. Lord Mortimer had the entire area searched immediately. We found no clue as to her disappearance. But I am convinced that as soon as Lord Mortimer becomes available, he will explain the situation.
Thank you for your answers, Sir Holmes. But I beg your pardon. I get the impression I know you. Have we met? Except in my dreams, of course.
Not that I remember, young man. Perhaps you are mistaking me for another member of the Chamber of Lords. What with the wig and the powder, it wouldn't be the first time.
No, you were definitely the one I saw.
Wig and powder, I couldn't even tell.
Never mind.
I was kind of getting offended. I thought the guy was wearing
One last
whiteface.
question, sir. I don't want to take up all your time.
Please, go
Good
ahead.
Lord. Just throw on the clown nose. You're fine, buddy. Oh, what did mother come here for? What's the link between Hillsborough and my mother?
I'm wondering if this is trying to be like Bram Stoker's Dracula, because that looks like Dracula, and the other guy looks like a cheap knockoff.
Definitely. I don't know, man. I don't know a lot about this game.
Was it Johnny Depp back then?
Yeah. No, it was Keanu, wasn't it?
Yeah, Keanu Reeves. I think it was. Yeah, it was Keanu Reeves.
Oh. Do I want it? Like, it's one of these two I want to go with. I'm thinking about it, sir. Let's just keep staring at each other. You got wonderful eyes, too. What did mother come here for? What's the link?
Sir, do you
Let's
know
find
Emily
out.
Hillsborough?
Oh, Madame la Duchesse. Of course. It was I who invited her to the island.
Do you know of any link between her and my mother?
Not really.
So I'm getting both
They
questions
may well have
asked.
met at the court of King George.
Knows his mom.
But I can't
Just
be sure.
answered that one.
No dispute between them, then?
Big heart
To my
right back
knowledge,
at you,
And
Rampador.
even if Duchess Hillsborough is a complex woman to understand, I honestly can't imagine her in a conflict with the famous Sara de Rice.
No!
Elizabeth! I should have insisted that you rest in your room.
Do you want me to call someone?
I'd rather not get involved either. Just sit there a
I'm
moment.
diplomatic.
It'll
I'm not
pass.
saying nothing.
She's
I
slowly
don't have to.
recovering.
These fits of hers are quite worrying to see, but normally there are no consequences.
No consequences. Have you seen the state she's in? Can you tell me something about her? The dizzy spell is harmless, but her general condition is frankly alarming. You seem to know her. What is she suffering from?
I don't know exactly, but her father sent her to us in the hope that she would recover all her faculties. It would appear she suffers from episodes of dementia.
Is she aggressive?
Sometimes, but only toward herself. She has never hit out at anyone else, I can assure you of that. She wasn't like that this morning. Something must have upset her.
That's one way to put it. The poor girl is exhausted, but that's not the cause of her problem.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? Do you feel any better?
When did she arrive?
4 days ago.
Okay. My mother had already gone missing.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? You gave us quite a fright.
Take it easy, miss.
Let me... I just need to get back to my room.
The hair always looks different. It looked like she got it shaved on the sides at sometimes.
Pardon me?
I do like the animation, but it's not very consistent.
The sign of the beast. He's referring to the tattoo.
This animation reminds me of
yes, Your Eminence. I saw it.
Terminator Resistance
I don't know
animation.
What the young woman has been through.
Yeah, kinda. I like the old. It's definitely got like an old school style to it.
Protection against.
Like you said, the it looks like Ichabod Crane. That kind of style of drawing back in the day.
I have seen it during exorcism.
Gentlemen, it's getting late. It is time for everyone to go to bed. It has been a long day.
See, I gotta build up some more of those stars or whatever they are. I don't know how. But see how her hair just changed like 6 times watching it?
It's all the more delicate.
I'll see what I can do, but the case I'm on at the moment might well leave me with very few opportunities.
Times she looks like Bridget Nielsen.
But don't spend too much time with Mr.
She kind of does, you're right.
Or you'll
Seriously.
lose your pretty accent.
Just needs the blonde hair.
Intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Looks like somebody smashed in George Washington's nose. Like everybody's got these huge schnozoles, and his looks like it was just beaten into his face.
It's very late. You must be exhausted.
Poor George.
The servant will accompany you to your room.
Yeah, it does.
See, I knew the masked man would be a little bit more. He's already making his appearances here and there. Just gonna be straightforward with that guy. I think he's something. My instincts just tell me.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do
Ta-ta.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow. Oh, man. It's been quite a day.
I mean, she's already got bedhead, so she doesn't even have to comb it when she wakes up tomorrow.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Alright.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Forgot I can run. I guess that's my room. Or at least I hope so.
Right.
Right.
So what should I do with this letter?
Probably read it.
My mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust.
You will be, won't you? Well, if you didn't want the letter to begin with, then you shouldn't have taken it.
Can't wait to open it, but
I
gave my word to Piaggi, so
yeah.
Too bad. I'll wait until I hand it to Mother.
Wow. That dude would have opened it in a heartbeat.
Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
Made a big stink to get it and doesn't even read it. What a dick.
Saint Jerome in the Ains, Saturn devouring his son, like Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
What the fuck? Sorry for the swearing. I shouldn't do that. It's bad. Alright. I'm confused on what to do here. Sealed letter to Mom. I don't know. Uh-oh. I don't have any skill points. I need some. I was hoping like the guy would go to sleep and get some more skill points.
An old Cisterce from Roman Gaul.
Alright. Alright, new app. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do here. I hate stuff like this. It's like, come on now.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
R1 or L1 can change all your traits.
Alright. There we go. Alright, I can't run over there. I can't go in this door. Alright. Let's see. I go in this one? Alright. Oh, my bad. I thought it was the same door I was going out of the first time. Oh. It's easier than I thought. And hopefully that stuff does come back for him. Those stars that are empty on the... or diamonds, or whatever you want to call them. Failed. You failed, John. Sweet dreams. Did not find any clues about Mother on the dogs. Alright.
This definitely looks like a pretty interesting game for sure.
It does. I don't think there's like... you die. It's kind of one of those games like Until Dawn where it's whatever happens, happens and there's an ending. Where it's going to affect things. So that was episode 1. There's 5 episodes.
That was episode 1 right there. Nice. Yeah. That's not bad.
No, that was pretty cool. Now the question is, do I start episode 2? I don't know.
I'm probably going to take a break. It's already 1 where I'm at, but I'll keep watching if you do.
Yeah. I don't know. I do like the game. I definitely want to stream the second chapter. I'm just, am I ready to do the second chapter yet?
Yeah, I hear you there.
I'll take a break. If I do, I'll stream it again. You guys will get notifications. I appreciate everybody coming by. I might stream something else. Or play chapter 2. But I'm just gonna end on this note on this stream. Alright, thanks everybody.
Alright, you have a good night.
You too, man.